panel. We'll see you guys at the LAN finals at DreamHack. See you about.
Some dying cats there in the background. Welcome back. It is Imperial and they 2-0'd Vega Squadron, meaning Vega, even though obviously after that first game of the series they already didn't have a chance. They didn't even get to take home the $1,000 there at the end because it was denied. Imperial is supreme and they take home $3,000 today. And then also, of course, qualify for the LAN at DreamHack Winter. So have already $20,000 in the bag and can even quadruple that to 80 if they manage to win the whole thing, but more about that in like 2.5 weeks. Let's talk about that game. Pycat, Pogged, you guys said, I feel like I watched game one all over again.
Yeah. Vega had a pretty incredible start again, and then maybe I felt like, kind of jumped the gun maybe a little bit with that Aegis. You know, the Ursa jumped into the base while the Death Prophet got initiated on, and then they were kind of caught with like, oh man, do we have to go save our Ursa? So the Death Prophet ends up like dying. They lose like a couple heroes, and FN just kind of bails on them with the Ursa because he was like, I have to. Like, I can't fight anymore. I already used Enrage. I got Astraled instantly when the Enrage came out, and yeah, it actually looked super similar to like the way that the first game went. But I mean, the timings for Imperial were similar to the last game as well. You know, they were like, okay, we've got our Hurricane Pike on up our OD. We have the Desolator and the Vlads up on the PA, but this isn't enough for us yet. We need those BKBs, and then we're good to go. We're good to shine. And then they got those, and that's exactly when it was just like that huge swing into their advantage.
Yeah, and for Vega Squadron, it was about the same strategy as well as game one, right, Pycat?
Yeah, I think more or less. I mean, the thing that they had this game was that they had the Oracle ult with the DP, which I feel like they didn't really get to use what you want to do with those two heroes.
Yeah.
Like they were sieging the base, and then the Ursa all of a sudden he was too far into the base.
Yeah.
You don't really want to be, going in with this Ursa. It's like you let the DP use his ultimate. He stands there, he hits the tower with his ult, and that's kind of fine. If they initiate on the DP, you can Oracle ult him, then you can start using Spirit Siphon, etc. And then you kind of just slow siege with that ult, and that should be enough. But then the Ursa, he kind of, I don't know, he kind of goes in on some kind of awkward engagement.
Yep.
Gets less so than Astral.
I believe
on the enrage, and then it just got kind of awkward from there. And then Imperial just turned it again, and I mean same course with the OD and the PA once again. Just seems to be working for Imperial.
Yeah, they work. They're super strong late game, so it makes sense. But yeah, like Pycat said, you want to with Exorcism, you want to just fight at the boundary. You don't really want to push. You force all the 5 heroes back, and then rinse, repeat, reset when your Exorcism is back out, and just keep doing the same thing because you're forcing their initiation on you since you have the Oracle. So, bit like over anxious again. I felt like by the play from FN.
We can see that fight that the guys are talking about, I believe. It was on bottom lane, and Vega Squadron was pushing high ground. And
so yeah, this is like perfectly ideal.
This is what they should be doing.
Yeah, they're forcing all 5 heroes back.
Sieging the towers. It's great. They've got some people as backup. Seema's sitting there as well, ready to back up Iceberg if needed. And this is when everything still looks quite okay.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, they have the burrowed mag over here in the corner. Lasso gets used. It gets purged off almost instantly. Perfect. FNG even tries to get the crush in the back. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, unfortunately for him. Ace jumps in on Seema as well, kills him, while FN is super deep in the base, split off from his team. He doesn't have a BKB. He only has the Enrage. So he gets lifted. He uses the Enrage to break it, and then Astral instantly.
And also, on top of this, the last thing, do we have
a we have a rewind. Pause,
yeah, can you go back?
Can we go back a little bit?
Like just 2 seconds back to here. And then I want to see this Ursa, like a bit back, 1 second back. Because I do think that this Ursa on his last hit, he actually does hit the Bedrider on his last attack, if I'm not mistaken. Can you play it slow? Play it slow, please.
Play slowly forward. Let's see, rise.
Looking at this,
rise.
Because I think that the last hit goes on to the Bedrider. Then here he uses Enrage, and then there's an attack, if I'm not mistaken, on the Bedrider.
Yeah, it does hit the Bedrider, you're right, so he would have gotten the Rubik at least.
We actually can kill the Rubik right there, and the Rubik doesn't have buyback. Now, I don't know necessarily if that would have changed that much. I still think that the problem is that this Ursa is still kind of... He doesn't really want to be where he is.
He's
And
all
then
by himself.
This DP, she doesn't have any Aegis, and she's standing in the flames. The Oracle ult is expiring. Out
And
comes the
Oracle's
OD
already
ult.
dead.
Yeah, and at this point, now it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely an over jump by FN, but I think Ace, like Gods even mentioned, Ace was very keen, and he plays it super well in both of these games. His targeting and his positioning in the fights. He jumped straight in onto the Oracle right afterwards to break their sustain, and then yeah, that's their survivability, and they are just in a position where they don't want to be. They wanted to just want to chip at the tower, force the reaction, reset over and over, and then
I've seen Phenom be in the same situation here as sort of what Vega were in, and even though this Ursa is far ahead and he has a lot of net worth, they still put the Aegis on the DP. Just because then they feel comfortable just having this DP up there sieging.
Yeah.
And I think she might have even had the Arcane Rune there. I'm not entirely sure. I think she did.
Yeah.
So what you do is just, you have this DP with an Arcane Rune, you have Aegis, you have Octarine. The cooldown of the ult is really low. And then you just siege with Aegis. Even if he dies, he's gonna respawn and you're gonna have that ult again. And then they can get that tower and maybe they can get a Rex. And then it's a completely different game. But when you have that Ursa and he's in, you know, if this DP drops, then you're kind of fucked. Then you gotta run anyways. Even if you have this Ursa with 2 lives, because he's gonna get kited. He's gonna, you know, face this Treant, the OD, the Astral, and PA, Stifling Daggers, etc.
it might have made FN feel like invincible as well. It might be like that Aegis factor. Where he's like, I have Aegis, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Who are we talking to?
I'm Ace here.
Everyone.
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 Everybody. Is it the whole team?
Is this Team Imperial?
Hello, Imperial. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Really great that we get to see you play more at DreamHack Winter. That is really awesome. Hey, in your games, I'm really curious. How does the communication goes in games like this, where it's very back and forth, especially game 1 in this last series, but game 2 also to a certain extent? How's the in-game communication for you guys?
Everybody talks, I guess.
Everybody talks. Is there someone?
It's pretty calm actually. Like we've been way better to talk together and know what to do and just be calm.
We just talking about how do we get the game back. It was like 2 pretty hard games, so we make a plan.
Who was
So we
the?
just
I think we had so many comebacks now, like we've actually came back so many games now that we're pretty confident, so we don't freak out when we're behind.
Yeah, it's very good to see your fortitude. I don't really have a question about the game. I actually want to know how. I guess since we're talking to all you guys, how did you all get your names?
oh my god.
Mine is like 15 years old or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I think mine came from Counter-Strike actually.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's a pretty obvious name. It's a
Yeah,
pretty common name.
that would make sense. Yeah.
Like you kill the whole team, you get an ace.
I was a big fan of
Just stick with it.
Chinese Dota, and they always rice farmed, you know? So I just made some fun word with rice.
Okay. Cool.
Chinese origin.
I wanted a unique name and I came up with Noia because like people should be afraid of me. So yeah, that's where I came from.
Okay.
Paranoia.
Okay, and for Hester Joe? You said it was 15 years ago?
It's gonna be a fucking long story, man.
It's the most curious name out there.
That's for sure.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, we asked him as well, but he never really told it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody knows.
It's a pretty weird story.
All right.
All right.
Another time.
Another time.
That's fine.
We'll get it out of you. Don't worry. DreamHack Winter, be ready.
Nah, I mean, I'm just gonna check like Bobby. Are you good? You happy with your OD?
No, I don't want to play that hero anymore.
No, you don't.
about
You don't different hero.
He
just
just
mind
wants to
about
play
Please ban
Sniper.
it. Please ban it.
Yeah, please ban. I want the opponents to ban it.
Is this Sniper? Is that your jam now?
Yeah, I want to play Sniper.
Yeah.
Instead
Wants
of
to play
you.
Sniper. I get
I have a
it,
question
you know.
for you guys. Like,
Oh.
do you like our games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they're fun to watch. I mean, it's like you guys. It looks like you're losing for the first 25, 30 minutes, and then you make a comeback, and it's nice, you know.
yeah, comebacks are great to watch. I mean,
People love cheering for underdogs.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. We were just like a bit worried for you guys, and then you get this like one big team fight, and then you just win the game right afterwards, pretty much like in a consecutive fashion. It was great to watch. It was very entertaining.
I actually miss playing with you
That's
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh.
You remember when you carried us? when Ace was sick.
Wow. Thank you. It was you guys.
Who
Really good replacement. I must say.
who was the loudest when you guys made it to DreamHack Winter after the first game of this last series?
Hester, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. Maybe Ryze and Hester.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of hype going on. Yeah, hype for DreamHack Winter. You excited? You good?
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
fucking go.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
That's good.
It's gonna be really exciting to watch you play at DreamHack Winter. Thank you all for taking the time to talk to us this evening, and see you in like 2.5 weeks, I believe it is.
See you for sure.
Yeah, sure. Good to be here.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And see you later then.
Peace.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. And that apparently was the entire team of
was nice.
the Imperial. That is pretty
that
cool.
was good.
I like that. Even
Yeah.
though they're
That
like
should be a
talking
thing.
over each other, it was really like you hear like
Yeah.
they're also
And I
they
thought
sound
it
like
was
a
funny
family
too because
Right?
in the beginning it was like who was talking, and then everyone.
At the
You
same time.
asked the question, and then they said, "Well, everyone talks," and then when they were answering, literally everyone
Everyone.
was actually trying to
Yeah.
talk.
No.
It's
That's fun.
pretty cool.
Fun.
Too bad that we still don't know where Hester Joe Rotten comes from, though.
We'll
'cause
find out.
that's probably one of the more
Eventually.
curious names.
At,
but
at DreamHack Winter, that's
we're gonna try to get it out of him.
We
We're
will.
gonna just sit him
We definitely
down. You don't get to play until you talk to us. That brings us to the following standings, guys, because we're done.
Oh,
League
man.
play has ended. Escape Gaming, Virtus.pro, the Imperial, and Team Liquid will all make it to the LAN finals at DreamHack Winter, and that is the 25th and the 26th of November, and that's like in 2.5 weeks or so.
That's a 10-4.
That's a 10-4.
10-4.
10-4.
10-4.
That's a 10-4.
10-4.
Great. We also have an MVP vote that ended about 2 minutes ago, probably. There you go, Ace. I'm not surprised. He played amazing PAs.
Yeah,
I think throughout the entire day.
Yeah.
he aced them. You wanted to say it, didn't you? You really wanted to say it, but
He aced. He almost aced.
You know,
They lost
yeah.
one game against Imperial. If they didn't lose that one, they would have completely aced it. But
he had a sick performance. Honestly, his targeting and the way he played the PA, like majority of those games, he just it was probably one of the better ones I've seen, at least from most people.
yeah. But guys, that was it. PyCat, thank you so much for joining us once more here for the ASUS ROG
Thank
Dream
you.
League, and of course, thanks to Merlini and Shane and Melk, and of course the Action Slacks as well. We will have them here in the studio. Thanks Fog, thanks production, thanks ROG, ASUS ROG for sponsoring the ASUS ROG Dream League, coincidentally. And yeah, guys, that was it for the entire league play season. We'll be back at DreamHack Winter, and that is, as I just mentioned, the 25th and the 26th of November. That is the last 2 days of the DreamHack Winter, the Friday and the Saturday, if I'm correct. There will be 4 teams there, and I believe we are gonna have some celebratory people coming in, but they're all having a party without us, actually.
I actually want to just say a specific thank you to all of DreamHack and everybody involved in ASUS ROG Dream League for having me. I had a great time. You were all like actually just great, loving people. Love you all. And thank you for everything. It's been a great time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, of course, also to the awesome viewers that are lovely every time. Give us great feedback and making us more serious every day.
Script. Everyone else.
Observers, Script and Web as well.
And thank you, viewers.
Thank the viewers.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. And
Thank you, Odie Pixel and Gods, as well. They did some work somewhere along the lines. Nice try. There you go. That's the one. We'll see you all at DreamHack Winter. Don't be late.
thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.